of what grinds our gears.
I'm sorry, I didn't hit record. So
Well, I mean, there was one time, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was one time, like, maybe 3 episodes ago that Jamie just forgot to record the entire second
it was
segment.
the episode. It was a really good one too. We had a script.
That
and
was
everything.
Types of Friends.
Yeah,
I
and
think.
we did such a good job on it.
That
it was
one was
brilliant.
so
it's
funny.
lost forever though. You
It
can't
is.
find that anywhere on the internet.
So
I'm sorry.
depressing. I don't know. I got so sad. But anyway, for our second segment, we're going to be talking about eating and food and all that good stuff. And Jamie's gonna start because Jamie always starts because I never know what to say.
Oh, okay. So basically, I'm gonna talk about how you're a vegetarian and you're allergic to fish, so you don't eat fish.
No.
I'm not a vegetarian, but I don't eat meat because I don't like it. Except chicken sometimes when I feel like my body needs the protein, but even then it needs to be like really, really crispy and dry and well done. And I
Like
eat fish.
grilled chicken.
Yeah. No, I don't like grilled chicken. I like
Really?
breaded chicken. Like well done breaded chicken. I don't like.
I thought you would like grilled chicken because grilled chicken has like no fat.
I don't like the smell of it.
Really?
Yeah. And I also eat seafood, but like people think I'm high maintenance because I only like seafood, but I just like the taste better. And if you've ever seen people kill chickens or like pigs or cows or whatever, you would know why I don't eat meat. You would be just as disgusted by it as I am. Meat, like beef and pork and all that, disgusts me so much. I hate the smell of it. I hate the way it looks. It's just, I don't like it. And when people find out that, like, I don't like meat, they look at me like I'm crazy. And they're like, why are you a vegetarian? And then when I say no, they look at me like I belong in an asylum or something. And I'm like, well, you know, I'm allowed to not like it. And they're like, well, do you like bacon? No. How could you not like bacon? It's amazing. Oh my god, how could you... Blah, blah, blah. You know, it's really annoying.
I know what you mean. I think what you mean, it's like, there's this thing called flexitarian that's basically like, you're mostly a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Except every once in a while you're like, alright, this chicken looks good.
Yeah. Like, I'll have, like, once a month maybe, I'll have a really crazy craving that I have to eat chicken, and
Yeah.
I do. And then I feel so bad about it afterwards. I'm like, no, I just had some chicken. Why? What's wrong with me?
Doesn't really happen that often. The only thing I've ever seen you eat is, like, fish. Like, one day that we went out to eat, and you had, like, salmon or something.
Yeah, it was good.
It was. We
Really
should go
good.
back.
Yeah.
Because you were talking about it for, like, 3 days.
Yeah, I know. And, I also eat roasted peppers a lot. I love those.
That's not meat, Jamie.
But
we don't have to discuss the roasted peppers.
But I'm talking about, like, my dietary habits. You know, that's what I eat.
I could talk about your dietary habits. Jamie likes roasted peppers. She likes mozzarella cheese and cucumbers. She likes pizza,
You're describing my salad.
but she only likes the pizza that has, like, the peppers and... What's it called? Tell me.
Tomato and onions on it.
Yeah.
Olives, mushrooms.
And the olives. She likes burritos. That's it. You don't like that much food.
You like the cheese things that they sell at the Penta.
I don't.
You like
I really
the
like those.
pizza, the plain pizza. You like the broccoli cheddar soup.
I love broccoli cheddar soup. I could live off of broccoli cheddar soup and spinach dip.
And you love bananas.
Like, that's all I need. I do. I also really
smoothies.
like mangoes.
Yeah. And you absolutely
secretly a fruit
hate
bat.
raspberries.
I can't stand raspberries.
Yeah.
The thought of raspberries annoys me.
Which is weird because I bought this perfume that smells like raspberries and you were like, that smells so good. And I was like,
Just the thought, it like grosses me out. They
I love them
taste
so much.
so nasty to me, and everyone's obsessed with them, and I like, bleh. I can't. I also don't like peaches.
I like peaches.
There are some foods that I just like get annoyed with. Does that make sense? It probably doesn't. Like, I don't like tomatoes because I feel like when you bite into it, they like burst and like, what is that? You're not fancy. Calm down. I don't like olives because they're slimy. I don't know.
I mean, when people find out you
This
don't
is how
like
my
certain
brain works.
things that they like, they get so offended. But it's like, if you don't like raspberries, but I love them, and I'm not offended that you hate them, and I don't judge you for that. I mean, why can't people do that when I say I don't like bacon?
I feel like when I tell people I'm a vegetarian, they act like I just insulted their ancestors. Like, I don't understand it.
Yeah, I know.
Why does me not eating bacon and chicken on a daily basis have to do with you? You can eat whatever you want. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not
But-
going to judge you.
But I feel like when you tell people that you don't eat meat, they assume that you're going to be all judgmental and upset and like judgmental, like judgy, and like telling them why they shouldn't eat meat. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's usually the opposite way around.
Yeah.
I feel like whenever I tell people, oh, I've been a vegetarian for like a really long time now, they get really insulted and they're like, how do you eat enough protein? Your body could like shut down. You might die. And I'm like, really? Because I haven't died yet. So one of us is obviously wrong.
Yeah. A couple of years ago, I went to El Salvador to visit like my family and stuff. And I went to my aunt's house, and I love her so. I think I told you the story, right? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Well, they don't know.
I love her so much, and she's just like amazing. She greeted us, and she was really excited to see us, and she fed us, and like she was just. It was really nice being at her house because she treated us really well, and she welcomed us and everything. And the only thing though, like she made she killed a chicken. That's like what people do, but there they like kill a chicken and then they make.
They like do it themselves.
Yeah, and then they make like a big like meal thing of it. And she also had like soup. I think it was trout. I don't know the fish. I don't know any types of fish, but like salmon, except salmon.
Some kind of fish. That's the moral.
Yeah, and I had that soup, and then like the chicken, like I saw it dying and stuff. Like she cut its throat and she hung it upside down so the blood would like fall out, and then she could clean it. And like she tied it to I think it was a branch or something that she tied it to, so it was like hanging down, and it was like moving its wings and dying like slowly. And I looked over and I felt so bad, and eventually it moved so much that it like fell from the string that it was tied to from the branch. I'm sorry, Drita. It like fell, and then she had to go put it back up. And I was like, oh my god, that poor chicken is dying. Oh my god.
You know you have a problem when your food is moving around. I'm just saying.
And then she eventually it died, and she, you know, plucked it and she cooked it and stuff. And I didn't want to eat it, but I ate it because I was a guest at her house and I didn't want to be rude. And she was a very good hostess, and she, you know, fed us and stuff. And because it was my aunt, I ate it out of respect, honestly, because I didn't want to. Like, I was just grossed out. So I ate it because I had to, because I didn't want to be rude, because I was a guest there, you know, and I couldn't be like, oh my god, I can't eat that. So that's the only reason I ate it. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this is horrible.
I feel like
the worst part is that it tasted kind of okay. Like, the way she prepared it, it tasted kind of okay. But everything else, I just don't like.
You know what it is, though? I feel like a lot of places, like, I feel like especially in Spanish places, that's just so normal for them.
Yeah.
It's very normal for in Puerto Rico and El Salvador and DR and all these places. They take care of the meat themselves. They don't like go to the supermarket. You walk into the backyard and they have like 10 chickens. Mm-hmm. That's not like, I'm not even joking. Like, that's just,
they take the fattest one and kill it and then eat it. Yeah.
It's a very normal thing to do in that culture. And I think that once you see that, or I guess you learn more about it, it really just kind of grosses you out sometimes from eating it.
Yeah. Like, I've seen people kill and like skin pigs and stuff, and I don't eat pigs. I've seen the way they're raised, the way they grow up. They're disgusting creatures. They grow up, they roll around in the mud, they eat anything. They eat like the waste of other animals, anything. It's disgusting. And then that goes into their meat, and then people eat that, and I don't understand.
Yeah.
And it grosses me out completely, so I don't eat pork or beef or anything because it's just disgusting to me.
No, it grosses me out too. You know what I always find really funny though? When you tell someone, like, either I'm a vegetarian, like I say, or like you say, oh, I don't really eat meat. Mm-hmm. And they always have that whole, oh, but that's the point of animals, or like,
oh,
but if you eat vegetables, you know, plants were alive too. And you just kind of sit there and you're like, you're right, I just slaughtered a family of spinach for my salad.
They felt so much
bad.
pain.
They must have felt so much pain with their non-existent nerve endings. I'm so sorry.
You're so right.
I'm also very sarcastic and irritated and irritating. I don't know.
I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
I think I was yesterday.
I think it was yesterday when I heard. I told you, right? A professor that I have. I'm not going to name anyone. He said, you know, I don't have a problem with like people having killed chickens, and I just want it on my plate. I want it as my food. I'm gonna eat it. I don't want to think about when it was alive or how it was killed. I just want to eat it. And then he was like, but someone who's vegetarian might feel differently. But you know, I don't see how they have they don't have a problem with killing carrots for food. And I looked at him and I was like, I respected you as a professor and as a person before this. I admire you. I thought you were a very smart man. Now I just kind of don't anymore. Like, a little bit, but like...
Like, you suddenly
I looked
just
at
think
him
they're
and I
so
was like,
stupid.
that was the most stupid thing you could have said. And you're a professor. You're teaching this class and you've been so smart, so educated since up until now. Because that comment just took away your...
The last ounce of respect
Yeah.
that you have for him.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's just... how can someone so smart say something so stupid?
I feel like a lot of very smart people are also very ignorant. You know what I mean?
Like, and yeah, I know.
Like, they kind of assume that because they have all these degrees and they're so smart that they know everything about everything. But then you hear them speaking about
something they're not familiar with.
something they're not familiar with, and you can, like, feel how stupid they actually are.
Yeah.
As mean as that sounds.
Which is ironic because one day he was talking about how people do that. And I was like,
Yeah.
but you do
And
that.
you're like, oh, here we go. Kind of forgot.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's just really annoying because, I mean, when I told everyone, like, originally, oh, I want to be a vegetarian, I'm not going to eat meat anymore, no one believed me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like, years later.
Yeah.
And people still ask me, like, are you still doing that? I thought that was just a phase. And I'm like,
Some people think that I don't eat meat because, like, I'm trying to, like, be high maintenance or be fancy or be whatever. But ever since I was little, I've never liked it, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, even when I was young, and my mom tells me, like, when I was pregnant and I was going to have you, I couldn't eat meat. It was disgusting to me. Like, I vomited it. Oh, that's disgusting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But, you know, that's what she told me. She was like, and then you came out and you didn't like meat. And I was like, exactly. You see?
I feel like I feel like most of the people who end up being vegetarians as they get older, that's like exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Because like I've told you like the story a million times. Because when I was younger, I didn't like meat when I wanted to be a vegetarian. But you know, when you're little, you kind of just eat whatever's in front of you.
Yeah.
You don't really. I want to say you don't have a say, but you really don't.
Yeah,
If
your
someone
parents
puts,
feed you.
yeah, if someone puts chicken fingers and macaroni and cheese in front of you, you're gonna think you're having the best day of your life. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it, honestly.
I know, me neither. Just, yeah.
I feel like we got all of our anger out.
Should we talk about... No. I hate it when people go on extreme diets and they're, like, so public about it. Like, they're like, I'm going on a juice cleanse.
Like, they
and
always post it everywhere.
Yeah, I know. And you're like, oh. Or when they're like, I'm on a diet so I can't eat.
And you're like, that makes sense.
And I look at them and I'm like, you go do that. You're going to
Enjoy
die
yourself.
in, like, a week, okay?
You're gonna die in a week.
Yeah, they're like, I'm on a diet so I can't eat. I hate people when people... Who thinks that just because you're on a diet, you can't eat anything? I don't understand.
I don't get it.
Like, what? If you're hungry, just have something. Have a carrot.
I hate the people.
Kill a carrot and eat it.
Oh my god. You know what else I hate too, though? When someone makes a deal out of, like, oh, I don't believe in diets.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's nice for you.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Can you let me eat my salad? Thanks.
Or, like, when I'm having a salad and people are like, are you on a diet? Are you trying to lose weight? Because you don't need to. And I'm like, no, I just want a salad. I like them.
I like my roasted peppers. Calm down.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say now.
I don't know.
That was the last bit of...
I guess it's time for our break.
Yeah, it's been a
since
while.
We have no idea what to say. So we are going to take a break, and then when we get back, we are going to, I don't know what our third segment is going to be
The
yet.
Kardashians?
We're probably going to talk about the Kardashians, because anyone who has listened to the show more than once knows I have to bring them up at least once every episode. We're probably going to talk about Snooki, too, because, as I said, we're both short, so I can relate with her. Mm-hmm. And then, we're probably going to introduce our topic for next week, so stay tuned.
Yes.